Oh, the first time Andrew and I were
We're
pledge
pledge
brothers. We
brothers.
pledged together. And we had a big bunch of people who we were all great friends. And we, one time early in that freshman year, it was on a holiday or something, but Andrew invited us to come down to Pickens.
It was warm. It must have been Columbus Day or something like that.
Maybe it was something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that.
But we were going to go over to Greenville and, have a good time, go to Doe's and have something to eat. And there was a nightclub of some kind over there.
Monks.
Monks?
Was it monks or?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
minks.
Minks. That's right. That's what it was. Anyway, we were going to go down there and just raise hell. And we didn't know where we were going or what we were getting into. We drove onto this plantation with this elegant house that we were invited to stay in. And it didn't really change our plans very much. We proceeded to get very drunk. And I think we drove back to Pine Bluff for a party and came back that night, well after midnight, came in the house, and I wore contacts at the time. And I had forgotten my contact case. So somebody went down to the kitchen and got a couple of shot glasses, and I put each contact in each shot glass in water and put it on the back of the toilet.
In our house, we had a men's bathroom on the second floor and a ladies' bathroom. And this is the men's
We were
bathroom.
in the men's bathroom. Well, we
This
got
is in the
up-
big house.
the big
Yeah.
house. Got up the next day. I can't truthfully say it was morning because we slept late. And I went into when I finally got up to go into the bathroom, I went in there and looked for the shot glasses.
You
and
can't
my contact.
see.
And they were not to be found, the shot glasses.
Right, yeah.
And so I didn't know. I said to Andrew, I did this, and where do you think these things are? Andrew said, "Oh my God." Well, shot glasses were not what R.A. wanted to see first thing in the morning after hearing us come in and carry on the way we were doing. And he didn't know what those things were anyway. He had just taken them and poured them in the toilet and taken them downstairs with him when he went down to breakfast. And I was blind. I didn't have a pair of glasses with me. I didn't know what to do. But Andrew reported that to RA, and of course it irritated him, as well it should, and we didn't know quite what to do, but we got in that old Land Rover, or whatever that thing
It was a
that he had, a
Jeep.
Jeep. Well, they were Land Rovers in those days. Jeep Land Rovers.
They were always Willie's Jeeps.
But we got in that thing and drove out on the farm because none of us had ever been down there before. And Andrew was taking us around, and it had a radio in there. And we were way the hell out on the farm. At one point, that radio came on, and there was a voice on Andrew. Said, "Yes, sir. You boys come on back in. I found those goddamn things." He had people, he had his men come over there and dig up the septic tank. And
Are you
seine
fucking
And they
screened
screamed.
that thing and screened it. Well, I didn't see them doing it, but I just have to imagine they screened it or seined it or something until they found both those contact lenses and took them into the kitchen and put them in a pot of boiling water.
They were glass.
They were.
Well, they were plastic. However,
They were
it didn't, as I remember, I wore them that night to another party in town.
Wait, I think the legend isn't it true that you were like in Africa somewhere and you heard somebody telling this story?
Oh, was it in Africa?
No, I don't think it was.
No,
as
I
far
thought it
away
was
as
in Little
Africa,
Rock.
But it
I heard
was,
it
it was some far-flung location, many years after. And I overheard somebody telling this story, and that was what it was about.
That's the story we should have had recorded with somebody else's version. Jay goes, "This is my story."
Well, they didn't make it any better.
Oh.
Well, I got that one recorded for
Andrew.
posterity.
You boys come on back in. I found those goddamn.
And of course, every time J.O. came down, he would leave something.
You must have wanted to
And
come
I
back.
have letters from your mother to that effect. She would write me and say, "You're no better than Andrew." Sending back your whatever it was.
It was usually towels, or I don't know why you would bring a towel,
No,
but it was
not
shirts.
towels.
It was shirts.
I would.
It was
I
always-
wouldn't be a good enough guest to bring towels.
No, it's
So we
all
got
right.
some good ones, right?
Yeah, good one. That's, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Y'all excuse my curls.
Oh.
Whoa.
Did you go check on the girls? Speaking of,
I haven't heard anybody squealing lately. Have you noticed the storm is gone?
Yeah, and it's going to be colder in the morning.
yeah, it is. It's already colder now.
Is
It's
it?
warm now. It's warm. I must have cracked this.
Yeah, it's okay now.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's not
Just when
blowing.
that wind was blowing,
Yeah.
it was cold.
All right, next time we can sit around, you must remember to record the tales.
I got that last one.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did. Let's see how it sounds.
Mm.